Welcome to TechbrothersIT. In this video, we are going to learn about creating dates, timestamped intervals in a PySpark. We'll be using different functions such as make date, make interval, and others. Here is my sample data, and you can see right there we have a year, then we have month, then we have date, then we have hours, and then we have minutes and seconds. These are just a couple of records I have for this data frame I'm going to use. Here's columns, and I have year, month, day, hour, minute and seconds. Then we are creating a data frame called df, and the spark.create that will create us a data frame. It would need us to sample data, so I provided this sample data here, and then it need a list of column that I provided right here. Now we can take a look. Our data frame is ready, and we can see by using a df.show. See right there, so this is our original data frame that has year, month, day, hour, minute, second, and these are the values in that. Now these values are all separated, and think about that, we need to create different dates out of it, and we will be creating those. So very first thing, if we want to make date out of this, we have year, month and day, and then how we can make a date from there. So we will say df.select, and I'm just selecting these column to show, so year, month and day, and then they will come as is from the data frame. Then I will be using make date, and here I will provide these parameters. So I have to provide a year, month and day. Then this make function is going to convert into the date from these values, and alias as the date column. Then I'm going to show you that value from there, and you will see right here. So here is our year, that's integer number right there. We have a month, and then we have a day. So these three values put together and become this date column. So see right there. So and this is second value from this row. So this is how you will be converting if you have just year, day and month, and then you can convert to the date by using make data function. Now if you want to convert or create a timestamp, you can do that as well. So here I'm doing that. So df.select, so I'm selecting all these columns like year, month, day, hour, minute, second, and all that, and just to display you. And then I'm using this make a timestamp function here, and I need this information because I want to make a timestamp out of all these values. So I have to provide the year, I have to provide the month, day, hour, and minute and second, and then I alias this column, the newly one that I'm just creating right here, by using make timestamp as the timestamp column. And then I'm going to go ahead and execute this by pressing shift control enter, and this is going to just execute that part that is selected. So all these columns have these values, you can see, and then finally we have our timestamp column created depending upon all these values right here. Okay, so you can you learn how to make the date, you learn how to make the timestamp, and now what we are going to learn, we are going to learn how to make the timestamp with local time zone. So not different from this one, it is just you will say make time underscore LTZ, local time zone. So this function you will use for that one. Rest of everything will stay as is. You will provide a year, month, day, hour, minute, seconds, and whatever it is. These are the parameters needed for the local timestamp time zone. Now if you want to do is non time zone, no time zone, so then you will see you will say ntz. So the same function make timestamp underscore ntz, that is a timestamp without a zone. So you have to still provide a year, month, day, hour, minute, second in these parameters, and then it will do it. I'm going to go ahead and execute both of them so you can see the output. So here is our timestamp LTZ, and here is our timestamp NTZ, okay, without a timestamp without zone, and here is our timestamp with local zone. So sorry, time zone. Okay, so that's that will do it. So in step 7, what we are going to learn, we are going to learn how to create interval from the parts. And here are the parts. We have this array data, and I have this year, month, week, and days, and then hours and minutes. So these are different parts are given to us, and then we are creating a data frame called interval df by using spark.create data frame. Here I am providing the data, and these are the list of those columns available to me. So year, month, weeks, days, hours, and minutes, and then we are printing this out by using interval underscore df dot show. Now if I want to convert this parts to the interval, that I can use make interval function here. So we will say data frame, that's interval underscore df dot select, and then using this function, and then providing all those different values that we have in the parts, like year, month, weeks, and the days and hours and minutes, and then calling this as our interval value. So here I could have actually used these columns as well, just to show you the actual value here, and then we use the function here as well. So now we are using all these value here, then I'm going to print that after right there. Okay, so this is our interval parts, and this was the data frame we created and then I showed you, and this is our second there we use the make interval function right here. I showed you all these columns here first, and then the make interval, and that comes at interval value. So you can see right there we have year, month, weeks and days, and hours and minutes, and then we have created this interval value that become 1 years, 2 months, 10 days, 5 hours, 30 minutes. The same way here we created all this interval. If we want to create a daytime and interval only, we can do that as well. So I'm going to show you how you do that one. So here you say make dt interval. So instead of make interval, you will be using a make dt interval. So here was make interval. So that's the full. But if you want to make just a daytime interval, you will be saying make dt interval. That's the function you will be using. And here you can see that you have that 5 days, 4 hours, 30 minutes, and 10 seconds, and this is days to the seconds. So you can convert to the interval as well, and here is the values we provide, and in here you can see that the parts for those was your days, hours, minutes, and second. So that's the data frame we created right here, and then we use this one, this function, to convert to the intervals. So here in final step, that's our step 10, we are going to use the make ym interval, and that's a year month interval. And here I'm creating a data frame df underscore ym spark dot create data frame. So this is going to help us to create a new data frame called the df underscore ym. We have to provide some values here. So I'm providing some data here, that is the 2 and 11. So 2 years, 11 months. I can go ahead and maybe do some more data. So I'm going to say 1 and then comma 10. So 1 year, okay, 10 months. So once the data frame is created, we will be using df underscore ym and select to see the data, and we'll be using a make ym interval function here just to convert our parts into this interval data. So now we have year and months, and then we are going to say alias and provide the name of the column, and that will do it. Now we can execute this code by Control Shift Enter, and see right there we have an interval, and then it says 2 years and 11 months, and here is 1 year and 10 months. So that's how you will use make year month interval. So in this video we learned many things actually, and I just want to give you a quick summary again. So you can use a make date, and that will convert your whatever the parts you have to the date. Then you have a make a timestamp to create the timestamp out of those parts. Then you have make a timestamp LTZ, NTZ, so local time zone, no time zone, and then you have other interval functions such as a make interval, make a dt interval, so that's a daytime interval. Then you have a make a ym interval, that's a year to month interval. So I thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel. I will put this code in the description so you can use it.